Hi guys, so I'm gonna read Fantastic Four number 60. So this is the end of the Doctor Doom getting the cosmic power cosmic saga or little mini saga. But yeah, this is gonna be the last one I'm gonna read for a while, Fantastic Four, unless you guys want me to read a specific one because I want to focus more on the Golden Age comic books. But anyways, Peril and the Power. So the fabulous FFs face the greatest threat on Earth, the peril and the power. With the matchless cosmic power he has stolen from the Silver Surfer, the deadly Doctor Doom displays his utter contempt for mankind in a diabolical demonstration of fear. Some feats, while Mr. and Mrs. Reed Richards, in company with a fighting Mad Thing, grimly follow the archvillain's progress via the FF satellite TV. I can't bear to watch any longer, Reed. I feel so helpless. He can achieve any ghastly goal he desires. He's toying with that ocean liner, like some superpowered madman. Not. Hey, Stretcho, how about some action? Not yet, Ben. We won't stand a chance. Nuts. I'm sick of watching on the sidelines. I say we go after him and clobber the creep. Nuts, what do you need, a blasted guarantee before y'all tackle the guy? If you're too chicken to fight a crumb like him, I ain't. So dazzlingly depicted by Stan Lee and Jack Kirby. Yeah, at this point, I guess the differences with like the artists, because I know Stan Lee and Jack Kirby had a big falling out in the late '60s, and Jack Kirby went to DC. Um, I guess the fallout was happening because they're doing the co-credit thing. But or it was the very beginning of it was starting, I guess. I don't know, but inking by Joe Sennett and lettering by Sam Rosen. Look at that. They had to send for whirlyboards to get everyone off of the ship. Doom is having himself a blasted ball while we sit around waiting for something to happen. And what we suggest doing, Ben? I'd happen to one of your nutty jet racers and catch up to him. Then I'd take that tin suit of his apart bolt by bolt and wrap it around him like a rusty kimono. That's what you'd like to do, old friend. But with his cosmic power, he put you out of action before you could toss the first punch. Yeah, says so. Or says who? Says me. This is one fight that'll cost far more than brute strength. That sigs it, mister. If you can't be the hero you don't want to play, huh? Well, Blue-Eyed Benjamin ain't hanging around any longer. I'm going after him myself, like now. Ben, hold it, you hot-headed hoot owl. I said hold it. You never had my vote to turn the FF into a chicken scratching sewing circle. No, Ben, don't. Our only chance is to fight like a team. Tell it to Reed. He's bucking for the job of armchair general. That does it, Ben. I put up with your temper tantrums long enough. You know I designed a weapon to defeat Doom. Army Ordnance is making a full-size model of my miniature prototype right now. It'll be ready for us in a matter of hours. And you're not doing anything to upset the Apple cartel then, here? Big deal. Suppose your goofy gizmo don't work. Then what? Then you better start praying, big man. There's our alarm buzzer. Someone's at the door. It's Wyatt. Where's Johnny, son? I couldn't stop him. He heard what Doom was up to on the radio. He flamed on and blazed after him by himself. He wouldn't even wait for me. Good for him. At least the kid's got some spunk. My brother facing Doctor Doom alone. Oh no. He's probably reached Latveria by now. And even as Wyatt Wingfoot relays his startling news. Now that I've demonstrated my cosmic power throughout the world, it's time for me to reap the supreme reward. I'll fly to the capital of each helpless nation, one by one, seizing the reins of power, until at last all of the earth is at my feet. But then suddenly a blistering heat bolt blazes towards the flying figure as a challenging voice rings out. Okay, Doom, the party's over. Either toss in the towel or else. The torch! The torch! You young fool! My cosmic energy can absorb your useless fame as a sponge soaks up water. Who am I kidding? He can absorb my flame. It didn't even jolt him. But he must have some weakness. I gotta rely on speed alone to give me the edge over him till I find... Oh, I didn't, sorry. You're whistling in the dark, mister, and we both know it. And I'll read that again. Who am I kidding? He can absorb my flame even though it didn't jolt him. But he must have some weakness. I gotta rely on speed alone to give me the edge over him till I find it. I'll consider it of you to save me the trouble of tracking you down before I destroy you. He's causing the flame I hurl at him to vaporize. But I can't let up. Can't let him the initiative. I gotta keep attacking. Let's see how good his cosmic power is against a far greater concentration of flame. You're wasting your time, Doom. There's no place you can fly where I can't reach you. And here are a couple of double-barreled sunblasts to show you what you're up against. Zaps. Have you learned yet that I can alter the elements of my body? Just as I now transform myself into a diamond-like crystalline substance, capable of withstanding 1,000,000 degrees of heat. No sweat, rat. I'll just up the ante and hit you with 2,000,000 degrees. Not while I possess the bewitched board of the Silver Surfer. I can outdistance you with the ease of a random thought. Dream on, big man. We'll see about that. Can't let him escape. I gotta follow him into that black cloud, no matter what. But then, without any warning, it was a trap. He's turned the cloud into a deadly whirling solidified cyclone. If it hits me, I won't have a chance. I've got to find some shelter in the forest below. The cyclone is following me, as if it's alive. The room. I knew he had the surfer's power, but I never thought he could do this. There must be a cave somewhere, if I can just find it in time. But in the space of 1 microsecond, I'm too late. It caught me. So much for the beaten human torch. Before my wondrous whirlpool disappears, it shall have taken with it the very life of Johnny Storm. While in a heavily guarded castle atop the highest peak of Latveria, we find, I can remain in prison no longer. I must have air, light, and above all else, I crave freedom, the freedom of the skies. But it is useless. I am helplessly trapped short of my power. I warned you to stay away from that window. So you're the one who's supposed to be one of the superior of Earthmen, eh? Ha! Once Dr. Doom got hold of you, he turned you into a cringing, crawling, whimpering nobody. You lie. Though bereft of my power, I do not crawl, I do not whimper. I am still the Silver Surfer. Ah, a fat lot of good that does you. Once the Master has delivered his ultimatum to the outside world, he will return, and then the Silver Surfer will bleed his last. Your Master shall never prevail, though he possesses power absolute. It is power usurped. Somehow, as surely as the cosmos stands, it must destroy him. A short time later, a faster-than-sound intercontinental cruiser rockets through Latveria. The Black Panther must be a mind reader, darling, sending you this ship when you need it the most. It's faster by far than any of ours, Sue. Oh, sorry, I did the... Anyway, it still ain't fast enough for me, Stretcho. Take your foot off of the brake, will ya? I knew I could get you to shake a leg and get moving if I kicked up enough of a fuss. I figured, hey, what gives? This is supposed to be Latveria, ain't it? How come I don't see no sign of Doom? I know he's been in the area, Ben. Our ionic triangulator checked out perfectly. Are you putting me on with that blasted double talk? Quiet, you two. The Panther is trying to say something on the audio screen. Use your optoscope, my friends. It can magnify a grain of sand upon a distant beach. Then, after 10 suspenseful seconds of long-distance scanning at optimum magnification levels, there he is, on that mountain, directly ahead. But there's no chance for a surprise attack. He sees us. Johnny ain't there. He must have done something to him. Get this crate moving, Richards. I'm done waiting. Faster, blasted, faster. Bring her right over to him, do you hear me? I'm gonna demolish him. But before another word can be uttered, or even another move can be made, we're out of control. The ship is spinning, breaking up. No, or is this one of your creepy tricks to show me down, mister? No, it isn't me. It's not the ship. Some outside forces at work. Look, it's a tree. A gigantic, fast-growing tree. It caught us. Only Doom could have done it. He accelerated the tree's growth rate, causing it to zoom into the air, entangling its limbs about us. Jump while you still can. Grab the tree trunk, Ben. Use the strength of your fingers to hold on, then climb down fast. Sue, darling, don't be afraid. Give me your hand. I'll make a parachute of my body. That's it. Hold on. With luck, we'll reach the ground before Doom can attack with anything else. Nuts. If this is the best Doom can do, he ain't got a chance. Ben is trying to keep their courage up. But Reed, how can we fight the power of Doom? Trust me, honey, we'll find a way. Wait, we can't land. Look, the ground below us. It's a seething torrent of flame. Doom did it, but it won't help him. Not now. Susie, slap your force field around the two of you. Hurry. No, I have a better way. Hang on, Sue. I'm releasing one hand. Within your invisible force field will be like sitting ducks for Doom. But this way, with luck, our speed will confuse him. Now brace yourself, darling. It's time to move. We did it. We bypassed the flame. But Reed, what about Johnny? What can have happened to him? Let's try not to think about that for now. And back at the behemoth tree. Well, Reed and Susie are okay. For a while, anyway. So I better make like a blue-dyed Jack and the Beanstalk and get down off of this overgrown splinter. Doom's probably got his eye on me right now. And I hope he's enjoying the sight. Because when I get down, I'm going to wrap this hunk of termite food round him like a necktie. Alright, Doom. I know you're here. You might as well get it over with now. Because I ain't leaving till I flatten you. Indeed you shall not leave, you grimly grotesque abomination. You will remain upon that very spot forever. Don't bet on it, sweetie. Do-it-yourself department. We figure any true believer can write his own sound effect for what follows. Don't let us down here. Trusting Stan. I don't know. Boom. I don't know. That was a real nice try, Doom. I'll give you an A for effort. You got any other little parlor games you want to play before I plaster you all over the landscape? So, the gargoyle still lives. Yeah, I'm kind of like that blue-eyed bad penny. And then I got some really friendly advice, chum. Don't start reading any continued stories if you can't help it. You imitated imbecile. It has worked out for the best, after all. I shall crush you now in a far more satisfying manner. By willing my own strength to be greater than yours, I'll beat you at your own game. I was kind of hoping you'd say that. So suck it to me, baby. It's clobbering time. That will be your last elegant war cry you ever utter. For you are about to pay in full for the injury you once inflicted upon my hand. It happened about a zillion issues ago when we were all bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, remember? Script Happy Stan. I think it was Fantastic Four Annual #2. I think that's when they fought. It was Doctor Doom's origin. In that one, I think it was that story. I don't know though. But yeah, it was when he was explaining his origin story. I remember that. I read that one. See, you mountainous misanthropic misfit. See how I make my arms even more massive through the power of unrestrained cosmic energy. See how I apply steadily mounting pressure till it equals a full ton per square inch. Pressure enough to repay you in full for the untold humiliation which you caused me to endure. On your knees, you sentienceless savage. Beg, do you hear? Beg. Let me drink in the sound of your final helpless whimpering. I never felt pain like this before. Never know anything could hurt so much. But can't let go. Can't knuckle down. All I got is my strength. If I let that fail me, there's nothing left. Nothing. Fight it, Ben! Fight it! Fight, you ugly, good-for-nothing orange-skinned meathead! Fight! What's a little bit of pain for a big, beautiful slob like you? Call it a miracle. Call it a spirit that cannot be crushed. Call it what you will. The fact remains, Ben Grimm, with an iron resolve that no words of ours can truly depict, overcomes a cosmic pressure strong enough to flatten a concrete fortress. Ah! Throck. Okay, Big Mouth. Let's hear you make with the speeches now. At that moment, deep within his own indescribable sanctum, hidden beneath the blue area of the silent moon, the ubiquitous watcher stares deep into his ever-glowing temporal viewer, knowing that the fate of the Earth may well depend on the outcome of the battle he's observing. The arch-villain Doom is possessed of powers not meant for mortal man, while his lumbering foe is naught but his own natural strength and iron resolve to aid him. With but a mere gesture, I could reach the planet Earth, and there give aid to him who fights for justice. But too many times in the past have I dared to break the ageless custom, for it is my duty merely to watch. Who knows what hidden harm may befall the universe if I seek to change the workings of an inscrutable fate? I have no right to take so monumental risk once more. Still, in all the galaxy, there are none more dear to my heart than those who inhabit the tortured earth. No, enough of such pointless musings. Let me scan the furthest reaches of space. Let me find another matter, a distant matter, to drive a temptation from me. What now is this? A new race, a humanoid race, begins to evolve in Sector 34. Thus the decision has been taken from me. I must observe the birth of a new and budding species. When I return, the battle on Earth shall have ended, and only an entity far wiser than I can know what the outcome will be. Then, while the wondrous watcher suits action to his faithful decision and heads for parts unknown, we can't defend ourselves against doom forever, darling. If only there were some way to fight back. There is a way, Sue. Just pray that Army Ordnance comes through in time. But what can Army Ordnance do against the power of Dr. Doom? No weapon in the world can hurt him now. There's one thing that might stop him. It has to. Sue, what is it? What's wrong, dear? The entire forest below us. Look at it. Do you know what it means? It's as though a fiery cyclone has torn through it. A scene of total carnage, of deadly destruction. But it could only be caused by one thing. The fight between Doom and Johnny. Sis Reed over here. His voice, It's Johnny, he's alive. Thank heavens we found him. He looks alright. Looks as though he just had the breath knocked out of him. I thought I could beat Dune alone, with my speed and my flame. But he's too powerful. He can do anything. I failed you. When you needed me the most, I let you down. You don't know what you're saying, boy. You never failed us here. The battle isn't over yet, not by a long shot. We're all together again. That's the most important thing. But what's wrong, Johnny? Why do you look that way? Ben! Where is he? What happened to Ben? That's just what we're about to find out, Johnny. Let's wait. That flash. It's Doom's cosmic power. He used it against Ben. Oh no, we can't. We mustn't be. Too late. If anything's happened to him. Don't say it, lad. Don't even think it. Look, up ahead it's Doom. But where's Ben? What's he done to him?
The three who shall be next to feel my awesome power. How kind of you to place yourselves at my disposal this way. As for the orange-skinned buffoon, I have rendered him helpless yonder. Notice how all his bestial strength is useless against the anti-gravital stasis field, which I have forever trapped him. Now you're in for it, Doom. My buddies will get him down from here. I'll flatten it yet, but then... Scrack. Too bad, Richards. I took the precaution of charging the area with impenetrable cosmic current. But why should you worry about the grotesque thing when your own 3 lives are about to be slowly snuffed out? This is far too glorious of a moment for me to end it quickly, so I beg you to be patient. Don't you lose your nerve. He's just toying with us, playing cat and mouse. He cut a bottomless pit around us with just a gesture. Well, we can play games too. Stay with it. I'm going to flame on again. The torch, what's he doing? Or the torch, what's he doing?
Hang on, Doom. You'll soon find out. Look at him go, Sue. He's melting through the outer wall of this shaft.
You young fool. Did you actually expect Dr. Doom to take Dr. Doom unawares?
I have to admit the idea did grab me.
While you waste precious seconds, the purge is crumbling beneath Richards and your sister. Sush.
Don't worry about us, Johnny. Save yourself. Easy, darling. Save every ounce of your energy. We're going to need it right now. Activate your invisible force field. Use it when I give the word. Now, Sue, throw it around the torch. Full power. It's working. The spray of the cosmic frost that Doom is unleashing can't touch him.
Bah, that won't stop me.
Now recycle your force beam. Shape it into tightly packed, rock-hard spheres. That's it. Keep bombarding him. Don't give him a chance to strike again. We've got to keep playing for time.
This is greater sport than I had dared hope for. You are fighting back magnificently. Good, good. It will make my approaching victory all the sweeter.
Reed, I couldn't keep my force field around Johnny and still strike at Doom. The cosmic frost put out its flame when I had to drop it. It's okay, honey. Even the torch can't help us now. Doom is coming in for the final attack. But we still need a few minutes more. Just a few minutes. Take cover, darling. I'll stretch out my body and out like a sailor. Sue, wait, what are you doing? I know what you're planning. I won't let you sacrifice yourself. If someone has to buy us those few fatal minutes, I'll be the one.
A most noble gesture, my dear. But alas, your puny invisible force particles cannot stop me now. For I am hurtling to destroy you on the current of cosmic energy.
Sprang. It worked. I waited till the last split second, then dropped below his plummeting board. He never suspected my real objective. He was so confident, so sure of victory, that he didn't realize I was standing in front of a rocky cliff, using my invisibility power to conceal it from him. But his armor protected him, He's only stunned. He's beginning to revive already. You were great, sis, but now it's my turn. No, Johnny, don't get any closer. It won't work. I'll nail him with a near nova solar blast before he can stop me. We'll see. Oh, I read it. I'm a dumbass. Sorry. We'll see about that. Nothing's gonna stop me now. But you've forgotten his flying board. It's coming right at you. Duck, Johnny, duck. Ugh. Too late. He couldn't stop in time. It knocked the breath out of him. He'll never be able to flame on before the end comes.
Our little game is ended now. Your feeble efforts at self-preservation have ceased to amuse me. For I can with you no longer. For I can dally with you no longer. So since there is an entire world to be your one. Among my many cosmic powers is the most destructive one of all. The power to completely disintegrate any living matter. The power which shall now obliterate the accursed Fantastic Four forever. But since no true believer is anxious to witness the end of the FF, let us delay that horrendous happenstance for a moment by turning our attention to another tantalizing tableau which is transpiring on the other side of the mountains. There, that's the place I saw the flying saucer come down. Hans is right. There's something in the clearing. A strange ship with alien-looking people. One of them is tapping that giant oak with his hand, as though he's probing for something. He's swinging his arm, chopping at the tree. No, no! It's impossible. It can't be. He slices right through it with his bare hands. And the girl too. She too has a mystic power. She makes a simple gesture, and a warming fire appears. Though she seems gentle, lovely, as human as any of us, she can actually affect the elements. They must be from another planet, another galaxy. They've come to destroy us. There's only one thing to do. Look out above us. There are more. They see us. Twist. The girl's hair. It's alive. It plucked my rifle right out of my hands. And the other one, look. He caused a rock slide with just one kick of his foot. Boom. They're magicians, demons, or worse. They'll kill us all. Run, run, before they catch us. Faster, faster. Don't stop for anything. And as the fearful mountaineers frantically raced from the sight, perhaps it was unwise of us to stop in a place like this. The villagers are too fearful, too superstitious. We have naught to fear from such as they. Since Black Bolt freed us from the negative zone, nothing on earth can stand against the power of we Inhumans. But more about the fascinating Inhumans anon. Now the time has come for us to savor the catastrophic conclusion of Dr. Doom's most deadly challenge. At last, my moment supreme. The moment where I finally, irrevocably annihilate those who have been my greatest enemies.
At my signal, throw your force field between us, Sue, while Johnny attempts to supernova flame out. If we must go, we've got to take Doom with us. Always remember, darling, I love you. Wait! Look, behind Doom. We've still got a chance. You're too late, madman. Look behind you.
It won't work, Richard. Your time has come.
No sooner have the words left the iron-masked lips of the world's most diabolical villain than a strange, silent flying craft zooms overhead, electronically draining a large portion of the cosmic energy from the startled figure below.
It isn't possible. It's mad, insane. My knees buckling, growing weak, my strength beginning to ebb.
They didn't fail us. The army delivered my anti-cosmic flying wing, just as planned. I sent them the small-scale model I had made just before we took off for Latveria. I knew it was the only thing that could stop Doom, but only Army Ordnance, in collaboration with Tony Stark's vast munitions complex, had the resources to build it in time.
It staggered me, but it couldn't down me. You failed me, Richards. My cosmic power is still too great for you. Even as I stand here, my strength returns to its matchless peak. Now my victory is doubly sweet, for even the weapon you yourself designed, even your own genius, could not defeat me. Now, before the end comes, watch me. I shall prove my utter contempt for you
and for your ineffectual ship by pursuing it, and then with one mere cosmic bolt, I reduced it to nothingness. Reed, your flying wing wasn't powerful enough. It didn't stop him. What can we possibly do now? Nothing, darling. Just watch and wait. Everything is still going according to plan. Are you kidding? Whose plan is so far as Doom being calling all the signals? Look in the sky. The wing wasn't meant to stop him. It was just a decoy. The vital part comes now up there, and then she says, look up the sky. It's over. We've won. How? Why? How did you know? There's proof that Doom's power has ended. The force with which he kept Ben suspended in the air has vanished. Yow! What in the name of Amplitonia is going on around here? Thump. Mankind is safe again, Ben, because Dr. Doom made one fatal mistake. See if you can say it in 25 words or less, huh? He didn't realize that the Silver Surfer, whose power he stole, had been condemned to remain on Earth forever by order of Galactus. Son of a gun, now I'm beginning to get it. You programmed the wing to head for outer space. You wanted Doom to follow it, knowing he'd be violating the command of the Silver's former master. Oh, jeez. Invisible Woman. Yeah, sorry, guys. I'm really tired. Sorry about that. You wanted Doom to follow it, knowing he'd be violating the command of the Surfer's former master. And Galactus was certain to have left behind means of enforcing his edict. There's the proof that you guessed right. The board is returning. Empty. It's heading for the castle where the Surfer must be imprisoned. But what about Doom? What became of him? Perhaps it would be better if we never know. Next, a new danger dawns. So yeah, that's the end of that video anyway. So sorry I messed up a bunch of times with the dialogue. I remember it's really late. Yeah, well, I'm really tired anyway, but hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you can like, comment, or subscribe, that'd be appreciated. If you guys want me to read a specific comic, just let me know in the comments down below. Again, I won't continue the Fantastic Four storyline unless you guys want me to read another Fantastic Four issue, a specific one, because I want to focus on the Golden Age stories. But I'll see you guys later anyway.